You say you don't believe in yourself, you say you lack confidence, you say you need to achieve more before you can finally feel worthy. Let me tell you something you don't want to hear. Your lack of belief has nothing to do with what you have or haven't done. It is a program, and it was installed a long time ago by someone who had no idea what they were doing. Watch a human child learn to walk. The child falls 200 times, 300 times. Does the child stop and say, I don't have enough experience, I should wait until I'm ready? No, the child falls, cries for 3 seconds and gets up again. Now watch that same human 20 years later. They have one bad performance review and they spend 6 months questioning their entire career. What happened between falling 200 times as a child and falling apart after one mistake as an adult? Someone taught them that falling is not learning. Falling is shame. Your brain does not care if you feel confident, your brain cares if you fit in. For most of human history, being rejected from the tribe meant death. No tribe, no protection, no tribe, no food, no tribe, no mating. So your brain developed a simple rule: do not stand out, do not fail publicly, do not give them a reason to push you out. This is why criticism hurts like physical pain, because to your ancient brain it was physical pain. Social rejection meant you were about to die alone in the grass. Now watch what happens when a human is small. A child draws a picture, the child runs to a parent. Look what I made. If the parent says, that's beautiful, tell me about it, the child learns my expression is welcome. If the parent says, not now, I'm busy, or that's nice, go wash your hands, the child learns my expression is a burden. If the parent says, the sun is supposed to be yellow, why did you make it purple, that's wrong, the child learns, I am wrong, not my drawing, me. I am wrong. This is not philosophy, this is neural wiring. The child's brain is building pathways. Every interaction lays down track. By the time the human is 15, the tracks are iron. By 25 they are concrete. And now you sit there as an adult wondering why you cannot believe in yourself. The tracks were laid for something else entirely. They were laid for survival, for not standing out, for not being wrong, for not being seen. Here is something I observe constantly. Humans accomplish something real. They graduate, they get promoted, they build something that helps others, and what do they feel? Fraud. They feel like they tricked everyone. They wait to be discovered. They explain away their success as luck, timing other people's mistakes. This is not modesty, this is your brain protecting you from the danger of standing out. If you believe you are lucky, you don't have to believe you are capable, and if you don't believe you are capable, you won't take big risks. And if you don't take big risks, you won't get eaten by the tiger is gone. But your brain still sees tigers everywhere, so you stay small, you stay quiet, you stay humble, and you call it personality when it is actually survival behavior that outlived its purpose. You tell yourself, when I get the promotion I'll finally feel confident, when I lose the weight I'll finally feel worthy, when I find the partner I'll finally feel enough. Let me save you years of suffering. It will not happen. You will get the promotion and immediately find someone more successful to compare yourself to. You will lose the weight and find a new flaw to obsess over. You will find the partner and start worrying they will leave. Why? Because your brain does not want you to feel enough. If you feel enough, you stop striving. If you stop striving, you stop improving. If you stop improving, you become vulnerable to the tigers that no longer exist. Your brain is not trying to make you happy, it is trying to make you safe. And safe means never satisfied. Safe means always wanting more. Safe means believing you are not enough, so you keep running. You have been running your whole life, and you are exhausted, and you thought the finish line was somewhere outside you. It was never outside you, it was always inside. So what do you actually do? Not the motivational poster answer, the real answer. First, you separate the voice of your protector from the voice of your potential. When you hear you can't do this, who do you think you are? You're going to fail. That is not truth, that is a 3-year-old child inside you who learned that standing out is dangerous. Thank that child for trying to protect you, and then do it anyway. Second, you stop waiting to feel ready. Ready is a myth. Ready is procrastination wearing a mask. You will never feel ready because feeling ready would require your brain to predict the future, and your brain cannot predict the future, so you act without readiness, you speak without certainty, you fail without permission. Third, you collect evidence. Your brain has been collecting evidence your whole life that you are not enough. Every mistake, every rejection, every criticism, you have a file cabinet full of reasons to doubt yourself. Open another drawer, start collecting evidence that you are capable, that you survived, that you tried something hard and didn't die, that someone thanked you for existing. Your brain will fight this. It will say that doesn't count, that was luck, that was easy. Collect it anyway, build a new file, wear down the old tracks. I Have watched millions of humans die, not in war, not in tragedy, just die, old, in beds, and do you know what the most common regret is? Not the things they did wrong, the things they did not do, the chances they did not take because they did not believe they were worthy of the chance, the love they did not express because they did not believe they were worthy of love, the work they did not share because they did not believe they were worthy of being seen. You're going to die. That is not sad. That is structure, that is the deadline that makes the work matter. The only question is, when you look back from that bed, will you see a life lived inside the invisible cage your brain built to protect you from tigers that died 100,000 years ago, or will you see the moments you felt the fear of not being enough and stepped forward anyway? Your belief in yourself is not something you find, it is something you build, one action at a time, one failure at a time, one moment of standing up. When your brain screams sit down at a time, the program was installed by someone else, only you can uninstall it. And you uninstall it not by thinking differently but by acting differently until your brain finally updates its map. Here is your task. Before you close this video, before you scroll to the next distraction, identify one thing you have been postponing because you don't feel ready, one thing you have been hiding because you don't feel worthy, and before you sleep tonight take one step toward it, one small step, not to succeed, just to show your brain that stepping forward does not kill you. The tigers are gone. You can come out now. End of log entry 004.